This is Preston with the DLASC. I wanted to go over another trig sub problem. This one is a little bit tricky, and you most likely won't think of the process to solve this. It's not going to immediately pop in your head when you first look at the problem. We're going to have to pick it apart a little bit. So let's go ahead and do that. What do I know about arcsecant? I know that it's the inverse of some secant theta, right? So if I have arcsecant 6x, I'm just going to go ahead and write, I know that it's equal to some angle. I know that arcsecant 6x is equal to some angle theta. Okay, and if that's true, then I'm going to go ahead and apply secant to both sides to cancel that arcsecant, right? Secant theta is going to be equal to 6x, right? And if that's true, then 1 over 6 secant theta is going to be equal to x, right? And now I'm going to go ahead and differentiate. Hopefully you kind of see where we're going with this. The derivative of secant theta is going to be secant theta tangent theta. This is going to be equal to, oops, almost did it again. Can't forget our d theta here. That's equal to dx. Okay, very cool. Well, if secant theta is equal to 6x, we should be able to go ahead and build our triangle, right? Okay. If secant theta is equal to 6x, that means that 6x is going to be at the hypotenuse, right? Because secant is hypotenuse over adjacent, right? It's the inverse of cosine, which is adjacent over hypotenuse. And that means that we must have a 1 here, right? Because hypotenuse over adjacent, right? This is 6x is equal to 6x over 1, right? Don't get that mistaken with me bringing the 1/6 over to the side of secant. I just wanted x by itself, and that's why I did that. But here we can see that the denominator is 1, right? So a is going to be equal to 1, right? And remember, our pattern for secant is going to be the square root of x squared minus a squared. Okay? All right, so now that I've got my triangle drawn, it should be pretty obvious what this right here is going to be. If x is 6x, right, then this is going to be 36x squared minus 1, just like that. Okay. All right. So I can look back at my original problem now and see, well, I have a dx, right? And I have an arcsecant 6x. Okay. So I should be able to do a little substitution, right? Arcsecant is theta times dx, which I found to be 1/6 secant theta tangent theta d theta. Okay, now I'm going to pull my 1/6 out. And I've got theta times secant theta tangent theta d theta. Okay, now here we're going to have to use integration by parts. Okay, if you don't remember integration by parts, it's the integral of u dv is equal to uv minus integral v du. Okay, so let's go ahead, just write this out. 1/6 integral theta secant theta tangent theta d theta. should be pretty easy to see that my u is going to be my theta, right? And my secant theta tangent theta is going to be my dv. So if I integrate my dv, right, if I integrate just secant theta tangent theta, well, we already know that that's just secant theta, right? And my theta integrated obviously is going to be theta squared over 2. I'm not worried about that at all. If I take the derivative of my theta, it's just going to be d theta. It's just going to be 1. So what I'm going to end up doing is this is equal to 1/6. All right, my u is theta. And my v is secant theta, right? Minus integral v du, which is just going to be secant theta, and then du is just d theta, just like that. Cool. All right, so we have 1/6 times theta secant theta, and what is this? This is going to be the natural log of the absolute value of secant theta plus tangent theta. Hopefully you know your integrals. All right. We're going to have a plus c at the end of this, of course. Okay. All right. So now that I've got it worked out to that point, all I need to do is sub everything back in and put this in terms of x, and then I'm done. So let's go ahead and look back up here. Okay. So theta is going to be arcsecant of 6x, right? Secant theta, what is secant theta in my triangle? It's just 6x. Okay, so this first term right here is going to be arcsecant 6x times 6x minus the natural log absolute value of, we know that secant theta is just 6x plus what's my tangent theta going to be? Well, tangent is going to be opposite over adjacent. So that's just going to be the radical expression over 1, right? So we've got 6x plus square root of 36x squared minus 1 plus c. And there we go. That's the final answer. Hope you guys enjoyed that.